voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in Maryann Okon, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Facts, and I'm Maryann Okon. Well, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be a public holiday, and Monday too. For those of you who will not be working, I'm pretty envious. But oh, well, I love this job. I'll do anything for it. That doesn't mean that I don't like money. So if my CEO is listening, can you dash me some money, sir? 9 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. From now, we're looking at the big three stories for today. We'll move from that to there's going to be a little switch up of things on the show today because of certain things. Well, my guests both have engagements that will take them away at the times that, for Global Review, we're going to move it to 5 p.m. because my guest for Global Review will be available at the 5 o'clock hour. And then, of course, my guest for the 4 o'clock hour, who is going to be talking to us about the killings in Plateau and Benue, is going to be available at the 4 o'clock hour. So we're going to switch things up. Global Review will move to 5 o'clock. And then, of course, our normal big hard fact will come to 4 p.m. So on the 4 o'clock hour, we'll be talking about Plateau and Benue. We'll be joined by the Christian Association of Nigeria chairman for Northern Nigeria. And then, of course, on the other side of the clock, we'll be talking about the China-US tariff war. It seems to be taking different dimensions, and you want to listen to this conversation. My very good friend, Professor Scott Lucas, will be joining me on that segment. But welcome to the show. As usual, we never really start the show perfectly without doing this.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, let's look at what the big stories are today, starting with the Sun newspaper. Nigeria in full-blown state of emergency, says Atiku. Well, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has said that Nigeria is in a full-blown state of emergency and wondered when President Bola Tinubu would declare one. Atiku, in a statement by his aide Paul Ibe yesterday, said while President Tinubu denies, or rather dines under chandeliers in the land of good governance, Nigeria has descended into chaos. According to him, Plateau Benue State had been turned into killing fields, while Boko Haram insurgents were seizing territories in the country. He also stated that there was no justification for President Tinubu to be gallivanting in Europe while his country is bleeding, noting that the president's action amounted to a dereliction of duty on a catastrophic scale. Wow, that's a lot of English. How true is this? Is Atiku actually preaching to the choir? Or he's speaking facts? Let's move away from that. Let's go to the Premium Times. Premium Times newspaper here says, well, let's go to Rivers. Ibas attacks NBA and insists on 300 million naira refund to Rivers. I was having this conversation with colleagues today, and this is a conversation we're going to have next week. We're going to talk about the NBA's so-called gift from Governor Sim Fubara, where so for those who do not know the background, the NBA was supposed to hold its national convention, or whatever they call it, in Rivers State, but because the NBA does not agree with the emergency rule in Rivers, they decided to move it to Enugu. But what they did not disclose to us was that they were given a 300 million naira gift. But Ibas is now saying that, look, these monies were given to you with some sort of, now that of course that caveat is something is something that only Governor Sim Fubara would be able to authenticate or ascertain, because the sole administrator is saying this money was given to you because you were going to host this event in Rivers for hosting rights. But the NBA, I beg your pardon, is saying, no, sir, a gift is a gift. We cannot return it. But the bigger question is, should the NBA be involved or embroiled in this messy imbroglio, if you ask it, whatever way you look at it? It smacks of all kinds of things. I would not be the one to say what it is, but you know what I mean. So Ibas is saying, hey, give us back our 300 million. But then there are those who are saying also that this is Rivers money, give it back to the people. But there are those who are also asking, did Rivers people ask for the money to be returned? This is an ongoing debate, but I will bring people on the show next week so we can have this conversation, obviously. But the Rivers State Administrator, sole administrator, Iboite Ibas, is saying that the Nigerian Bar Association should immediately refund the 300 million naira to state government, because it was the state government that paid it to the association as hosting rights for the NBA 2025 Annual General Conference, or face legal action. I'll leave it there. But should the NBA pay that money back? Just so, I'm just saying, so just to be above board. You know how, for those of you who loved Shakespeare, I loved Shakespeare. Caesar's wife is above suspicion. Should the NBA pay back the money? Or should they just keep it moving? And of course, the final story here on the Vanguard newspaper. 2027 Northern groups pledge 2 million votes to Tinubu. I really didn't mean to laugh, you know. I remembered something, that's why I giggled. Let me give you some background to it. The Northern Nigeria Youths Union has promised to garner 2 million votes for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the 2027 general elections. The chairman of the union, Abubakar Aliyu, discussed this on Wednesday shortly after the conclusion of a major meeting held in Jos Plateau State. He said, and I quote, "We are speaking after the conclusion of a large gathering of young men and women who have committed themselves to contributing to the journey of Tinubu." He goes on to say, this is after seeing how he's implementing a myriad of development projects across the country, especially, underline, in the northern parts of Nigeria, Aliyu said in a statement issued by the news agency of Nigeria in Kaduna. Why are we even talking about 2027? How about we talk about what's happening now? Where is the president? But while we're talking about all of that, if you have been watching television or you're on social media and you're following all the trending details, you must have seen a video of police officers receiving money from Asians. I can't say if they're Chinese or Korean or whatever, but they're Asians. And this video, I don't know what you're going to make of it, but if you're watching, we're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Take a look at this video. Tell me what you make of it, Lagos, and then we'll come back.
Foreign national.
We're going to take your thoughts and comments right after this. Just watch the video. I don't want the commentary over it. Just watch the video. What you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is an Asian man, and these police officers number up to 15 or more, handing out, I guess I saw when he was counting, 5,000 naira each to these police officers. And then thereafter, he gives the money to a woman who also starts sharing. And then their other Asian friends are recording it. And I'm trying to understand why these men are being recorded. I mean, if you're gifting somebody something, you shouldn't be recording it. But hey, it's being recorded. I'm trying to understand the idea behind this and why these men in uniform, really properly dressed, are taking monies from these people, whether they work for them or not. What's wrong with this video is the question that I'm asking. By the way, this video I got it off Channels Television's Instagram because they talked about it this morning, and I thought to myself that, ooh, what does this mean? By the way, just to give you an update, these policemen have been summoned by the police. 0201-277-0993. That's the number for you to call. 0201-277-0993. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. For the ladies, 0201-4657190 is the number for you to call. 60 seconds is all you have. Please go straight to the point. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Big Three. Hello?
Hello, Miriam.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let me start with the issue of River State sole administrator. Mm-hmm. Was he there when Fubara was giving out that money?
Well, he's a sole administrator now. He's in charge of the government.
No, why is he now? What I'm saying is this. Why is he saying that? Did he know what and the reason why they were giving that money? Whether it was to host or it was a dash, the man should take it easy now. Abi, he wants to take over River State. But that Chinese...
he's in charge of River State, whether people like it or not. He's been given the mandate too. I mean, whether that mandate is legal or not, he is in charge.
You will allow me use my other time.
Go ahead. No, I'm just trying to tell you. He said he doesn't want to take charge. He is in charge.
Whether we like it or not, it's illegality. That's the truth.
Again.
Whether we like it or not, it's illegality. But these Chinese people, I think the best way should have been to put
let me correct you, sir. Sorry, you're on the radio. We cannot ascertain whether they're Chinese, whether they're Korean, or they're Japanese. They're Asians.
Oh, okay, those Asians. I think the best way should have been that they'll put the money in an envelope. And maybe they have done that, and some people will say their money was not complete. But I don't think they were the one that videoed that. I think some people just want to ridicule those policemen. I don't think they are the ones that videoed
in the video they are videoing. You could see them recording these police officers.
Well, I don't see anything wrong. After all, if they are working in the company, they should pay them. That's extra code now.
So you're saying that 5,000 naira is their payment?
No, they work for the police force, and the police have seconded them to these companies. So I think those are extra code that they are supposed to get. That's the way I look at it. Whether the money is small is another matter. Obviously, people who go and work for all these companies, they get paid. You go to Shell, you go to all these companies. We have policemen who work there. They pay them now.
Do they pay them like this? That's what I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they have to make it that public, which I don't approve.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I'll let you go because you've done 2 minutes. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mercy calling.
Hi, Mercy. Go ahead. Turn off your Mercy. Turn off your radio. You have been calling this station for a long time. Turn off your radio. I don't know why you guys leave your radio on.
I beg. Hello.
Yes.
This our police now collecting 5,000. Auntie Maryann, let me tell you to be honest with you, they just probably do this thing for our government to know the right thing to do. You understand? If anybody they vex for this thing where it happen, make it vex. They are telling you people have to do your country to be good. Let us tell ourselves the truth. If you are ashamed of yourself, now then make our policemen to be shamed like this. It's our government that made them to be shamed. If they are addressing them, let them to do the right thing for these people. Thank you.
All right, Mercy. Thank you very much. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah. Action Lady, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chris calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, Chris.
I want to thank you for the way you handled this man yesterday, Bohala. You are not the type you can just... He can't push you aside now. It is when I called you Action Lady, they think it's a joke at a joke. Thank you very much. Then quick one. I think it's a slap on the Plateau people. They said they will give this man 2 million votes come 2027. You said they hold the meeting in Plateau, right?
Yeah, yeah. Then, yes.
Nah, not the way Musa no go see forget. The day of where they are killing people, you get the liver to go there and tell those people in presence of those people with all this happening.
Well, the killings did not happen in Jos. I mean, it happened in other communities. So, I mean, Jos is still practically safe.
Jos, is it not in Plateau State?
Yeah, well, Jos is the capital. Jos is the capital. Bokos and Bassa are different communities, not necessarily inside.
Different communities where they kill people. Is it not in Plateau State? Okay, they hold this meeting in Jos. Jos is the capital. What are we saying? In the death of these people dying, then you go there to beat your chest. We're going to give you 2 million votes? It's well. Thank you, Action Lady.
Thank you very much for calling. All right, interesting. Yes. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact.
Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
God bless you for a good job. Uzoma.
Thank you, Zoma, for calling.
Thank you, Maryann. I want to start with Rivers, sole administrator. 7 or 6 months, they say he go stay. 7 or 6 months, he go stay. That's the way they call to come and eat food for 6 months. Does he have the right to start prognosing, doing this, doing that, doing that? That thing that he's trying to bring out now, this gift. Is that part of the schedule they give to him? What if the this one, Seth? What if the this one? What are they even looking for in that River State? Well, I love Fuba so much. It's very gentle, disciplined, all brought up, good brought up man. We just keep quiet and look them. We just keep quiet and look them when they are doing all these things. Then for the army, when they pay 5,000 naira.
More conversation.
We have to go on a break.
Right after this.
Did you know that micro, small, and medium enterprises account for 96% of Nigeria's businesses and contribute to about half of the country's GDP? They also provide around 84% of all employment in the country. Want to know more? Join us on Board Street Drive, our new business show, 2:30 p.m. Mondays on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
With information comes power.
We give you more power with information.
99.3
Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. This is Hot Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shegwa Rinze.
All right, we're back. We're still looking at the stories that are coming to us on the Big Three today. Top of that story is the Ibogibas attacking the NBA and saying, look, if you don't return that money, we're going to court. See you in court. Nigeria is in a full-blown state of emergency, says Atiku. And 2027 Northern Youths pledge, a youth group actually, pledges 2 million votes for Tinubu. Why are we talking about 2027? We're still in 2025 and there's a long way to go. What about what we need to do now to solve our immediate problems? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. The president's doing a lot of things and we're not appreciative, but these guys are, and that's why they want to support him. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation on X. Use the hashtag HardFact. And you can send us a WhatsApp message on 080-959-75805. On Skype, if you're listening from outside of the country, please, by all means, join the conversation. 60 seconds is all you have. I'm so sorry. Do call me back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Hello? You're in a very noisy place.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Prince YS. Calling you from abroad. I think the opposition party talking. Yes, they have to talk to put the ruling party on their toe. But we all look at, we know all majority of them are the same. Now, Mr. President is about 2 weeks now in a way in another man's country. I just want Mr. President to come back. But those in place now, our ministry, no need of telling them what to do. They know the right things to do. The Minister for Works, I'm enjoying that man. Always ready to work and it's working. So anybody they appoint to do some certain job, they must do it. You are doing your work now. Do you want to ask your management and your chairman? No. We only talk of Maryann. Maryann, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Prince YS, for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Goli calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead.
Maryann, make I beg you for something. Next time, just leave Wala for people like us. Make we help you ask our question. Since you came on air to tackle you and to attack journalists in the play, oh man, we were just revving, waiting. But he didn't open up the lines.
He will come back. Don't worry, he will come back. He will be back. Yes, he wants to come back. He obviously wants to come back. So
who are the confused bunch of northern youths that are waiting for 2027?
Why are you calling them confused? What you think is wrong might be right in their eyes.
Maryann, we are still in 2025 and we are not making a headway. I don't even understand. Why have they declared only state of emergency in Rivers State? What happened to Benue State and Plateau that the killings, massive killings or wanting killings are happening on a daily basis? Why haven't they declared state of emergency there? I there's something to this. Our globetrotting president, I still say he should come back home, except if France is his home while he's visiting Nigeria. Let him come back home and come and see what is happening in his country. But if he has made France his place of abode, he should let us know in clear terms that this is what is happening.
Okay.
Because
thank you very much.
And we think we have a president that is not around.
All right. Thank you for calling. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Amakam.
Yes.
Handsome lady, I love you. You impressed me yesterday. I love. If I have seen you, I will have given you something. I was.
No, nothing. I'm just laughing.
I was highly impressed yesterday. Thank you. Your papa and your mama born you well.
You guys are interesting.
And the money they spent on your education is not in vain. 99.3. They have something over there. For what I want to say, this sole administrator, let him take it easy in Rivers. He has only 6 months. One month has gone. It remains 5 months. So that he can be passing that when he's going, when he's invited, maybe they will invite him to that Rivers, come and do something. He'll be able to use his legs to be in that land.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let him take it easy. Thank
All
you.
right.
God bless you.
That's the most subtle threat I've ever heard. Hello.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name
Oh
is
my
Iwan.
God! Stop it!
Calling you from
Stop
Satellite Town. Mommy make more. I would always talk from the other side. First off, I was very, very elated yesterday. I must commend you, Iron Lady, Action Lady, just as Mr. Chris always calls you. In fact, I was fuming when the interview was. I mean, gosh, but you held your own, Maryann. Kudos, man.
Thank you.
I commend you. The thing is with I want to talk about the River State money refund that's requested by Evas. You see, I said this thing. You know, in my family, we have like 4 lawyers actually. Most times I have issues with them. I told them that it's like lawyers in those days. We know lawyers are people that are very, very, very upright. And I know they are still upright, but what is the NBA doing with, receiving a gift? I mean, that shows that in a way, once they can receive such gift, they could be compromised in a way.
So you think think that they should return the money because it makes them look bad in this particular situation?
Yes. Now, Maryann, you don't even need to ask that. It makes them look bad, as in worse than bad even. It doesn't look good for the optics and whatever reason. It doesn't look good at all. So they should return the money and save their fees. The one that is left, if there is any.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Should the NBA return the money to River State coffers? Because, the sole administrator is threatening fire and brimstone and saying, I'll see you in court. But the NBA is saying there were no attachments to these monies. It was just a gift, and people give us gifts. But there are those who are also saying that, look, a body that is saddled with so much responsibility as the justice system should be above board. Like I said, Caesar's wife is above suspicion. Is the NBA above suspicion? That's if they keep this money. But if they return the money, does it also not make it look like, I don't know, make of it what you will? Yeah. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
You have Emmanuel on the line speaking to you from FA.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
I think the NBA should return the money. Because the people NBA are dealing with, yes, they can take it as a gift, but to make them have moral this thing when it comes to discussion in the future, I think they should return the money, because the people they are dealing with are people who call in local palace Elenuaro, people who have uncontrollable tap. And for the fact that they wanted to hold it in River State, and because of everything that is going on, and probably they don't want Ibas to attend the function. That is why they are shifting it, to Enugu. To have them, to make them have moral standing in the future, I think they should return it. And again, for the issue of the president traveling out of the country, Atiku's, this thing and whatever, I think those countries the presidents go, are made conducive, for him to be there, by some people. He should also make Nigeria conducive, for probably Macron visiting Nigeria, to be on a working visit. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for calling. I want to read some messages, then I'll come back to the phone lines. Don't forget, someone's asking me what's wrong with Skype. It's not down, it's open. But for those of you who do not know, Skype is going to be gone in a bit, okay? They're wrapping up business and closing up shop. But in the meantime, it's still here. All right, this one says, people pledging their vote to the presidency, are they pleased with the current misfortune of the nation? Governor Fubara has been running the state with ineptitude. How will he dash such a hefty amount just for hosting an event in a state where there is absence of basic necessities, no road network, no potable water? Are you serious? There's no road in Rivers. Do you live there? I'm not even making a case because 300 million is a lot of money, but when you say there's no access, there's no road. Are you serious? Have you been to Rivers? Might be from where you are. But wait, are you from Rivers? Rivers people, help me, because I lived there for 6 years. Did you just say that there's no water, there's no road? Victor from Songo says, the same NBA and Chidi Odunkalu criticizing judges for collecting house from Wike. Very hypocritical. Another person here, El Tobaya here says the River Soul administration is fooling himself. APC wants more South states. By all means, I grab my popcorn and I watch the movie. Chicks from Ikorodu says, up Gunners and Arsenal forever. I know. If you want to talk to me, you know, you got to come correct because we, the Gunners, we're winners. Anyway, he says, I don't want to comment on Nigeria matter now. My dear, be enjoying me for my Sheriff Quadri. We're drifting in glory. We drip glory, you know, if you're an Arsenal fan. Big ups. Let's revel in our excitement. Robert here says, votes pledged to Tinubu by the Plateau State youth is too small compared to the killings in the state. Tinubu is doing well. He should be given about 5 million votes in 2027. Then for River State, tell Ibas Abina Abbas to tread easily because that seat does not belong to him. But I mean, with all of the sentiments aside, yes. A lot of us have queried the. I wanted to say something else, but we've queried how Ibas got to be the sole administration, the illegalities that surround it. Many would say there's an illegality about this whole the 2023 elections and all of that. But should a governor be giving 300 million to the NBA with no strings attached? This one says the River State Governor, Seth, someone who is invited to the table for 6 months, now tells the owners of the soup that they are packing too much soup. But Maryann, the way River State Governor's name smooth for your mouth. Uchenna. He's not a governor, he's a sole administrator. Please don't make him governor. He was not elected. Uchenna from Ikoyi says, Maryann, this River Governor self. Okay, I think I've already read this. Fred here says, please let's have a replay of the interview you had with Boala. This is popular demand. Many didn't listen in. Go on YouTube. Go on Nigeria Info's YouTube. We're Nigeria Info FM on YouTube. Go there. And you would see the interview. It's just there. Go to live. You would see the live interview from yesterday. Okay? You can watch it as many times as you want to. Yeah. Thank you very much. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. You were super powerfully intelligent yesterday's interview with Boala. More grace to your elbow. Well, I think the NBA shouldn't return the money as there were no attachments. Also, the sole administrator is illegal to start with. So let's start from there first. The police receiving money from Asians like monkey rushing bananas on the floor when thrown at them. Well, that is one good reason why we're fighting for our country betterment, including the police welfare. But what do we get from them? Brutality and anti-protesters. Mercy from Festag. This one says NBA is only simply passing a message that they don't recognize the sole administrator, but he's not the one that gave the money. Rather, it is a governor who was voted by the people that can ask for that money. Ben from Igondo. So Ben, if Governor Sim Fubara now says, well, NBA, I think you should return that money, will they return it? Maybe I should bring my friend Tunji Abdulhamid, who's a member of the NBA, to come and see if he can help, discuss this issue. And maybe Chidi Odinkalu. All right. This one says, Ayo here says, the video showing Asians sharing money to policemen shows everything wrong with security and insecurity. You can see them grinning, more than 10 of them. So who will secure us? Opposition needed to rescue Nigeria, says Ayo. And I'm coming back to the phone lines. For those of you who are just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon. We're looking at the big three stories for today. Nigeria in full-blown state of emergency, says former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Iboga Tebas attacks NBA, and he's asking that 300 million naira gift, or whatever they call it, be refunded to Rivers. And a group of northern youths have said that they're pledging 2 million votes for Tinubu in 2027. Do you have any qualms with that? Join the conversation. We're on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Send us a WhatsApp message 0809597585. Or on X, you can use the hashtag Hard Facts. We would like to hear from you, so join the conversation. You have 60 seconds. For those of you who are calling us, go straight to the point. If you're not a woman, don't call the female line. Hello.
My name is Veronica.
Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
I'm not going to even explain myself. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Matt.
All right. Since this men, you have coconut head. If you're a man, don't call the female line. The female line is to encourage the women to call. Call 0201-277-0993. It's that simple. How did you put pass exam now? I'm beginning to query it. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Nathaniel. I'm calling from Lekki.
Nathaniel, go ahead, please.
Yes. I watched the video of the policemen when they were being given, money by these Asians. We can't be specific. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I was like, could this be? To me, I think that was just a set up, just to actually ridicule. Because as they were giving them the money was falling, and they were even bending to pick the money from the floor. Why can't they? If you really want to give me something, why must you video it? Why must you put it on the public space?
I'm also wondering that. I'm wondering why they were recording. What exactly was it that was exciting about sharing money?
That is it. And these policemen were even there. They know that they were being captured, and they couldn't say anything. Because even I have to collect money, I will tell you, why putting me on the video if you're actually giving me this money? Okay, and how much is it? Then talking about this money, it is only the governor, the Fubara, that can tell them to return that money. Why is the sole administrator asking for the money? That is it. Why?
Because he's the interim head of government as we speak. Whether he's legal or illegal, he seems to be the interim head of government.
The thing is that this money was given out as a gift. It's just like somebody. I have a brother now, and then my brother gives somebody
collecting gifts from politicians.
No, the thing is this: they never requested for it. If you come and say, okay, you as a body, you want to carry out maybe a conference, I just want to give you this to help with. There's nothing bad with it. They never requested for it in the first place, so you cannot hold them accountable. Yes,
okay,
you can. So, to me, that money should not be given to the administrator.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maria.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Market Woman.
Market Woman. How my kids?
Market, they got the hand. I thank God. See, Maria, man. Those people that want to give Tinubu how many millions of votes, I like their way. Because they know what they stand for. We, the people, do we come together and say this is what we want to vote for? We did not. We are still saying PDP, we put your hands together, and then they put your hands together. What did you expect? What you don't do, another person will do it now. And some people enjoy all this killing that is going on. That is how everything is playing now. And that one that is asking for money is there for money. That is why they put him there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. But I don't want to play a game, but let's just imagine if Ibogete Ibas was called by President Tinubu and usual, and the president said, well, look, I want you to go to Rivers and, sit there while the emergency rule is on and just, make sure that nothing goes wrong. Should he have said no? I'm just imagining if he said no. What would have happened? I'm thinking many scenarios. You could have been in the bad books of the president. You could have just honorably said, I'm so sorry, sir. That's not my gig. I'd rather not. I'd rather stay out of it. I mean, I've seen people, I think under the Buhari administration, and lots of people who were nominated for, a couple of people, not a lot, who were nominated for ministerial roles and they nicely declined. I respect that. But do you think he should have said no? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Robert, you're too old for this. Hello?
Maryann, you have different type of people. Good afternoon, my sister.
Yeah, I mean, Some of them,
they
need Jesus.
Yeah. In short, you listen to Joyce this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after one guy just cautioned one man, he said, "Praise the Lord." Praise the Lord for you to survive in that place. Joy, I don't know that in fact, yeah. You are really a journalist. I love what you are doing.
Thank you.
I love what you are doing. So well done. Kingsley from Ukraine.
Thank you, Kingsley.
Although you won't blame those people, to get this line is to go to heaven or the choice. I mean, Maryann, I can't.
But everybody doesn't have to call. You know, you can send a message if you can't call.
I knew. But calling that Philippine line is just like I call you. I made a mistake. I call you and I beg for that. Sometimes it just is frustrating.
Well, send a message. If you send a message, there's even a more likelihood that I will read your message.
Yes, I know. I trust you for that. That's WhatsApp. I do that. Yes, I know. I know you can do that 100%. Though nobody's perfect, but you are doing well in that station.
Okay.
So, Maryann, just accept us for whom we are. So, concerning River State, the truth is this. That man, I don't know his name, whether Ibas or Ibons. I'm not sorry to say this. But he need to focus on what they send him to do, not trespass. So it's infringing on.
What did they send him there to do? He's an emergency ruler, so he will look at the books.
Miriam, okay, can you play us this thing when he attended that seat? That's the comment he mentioned before then he went there. Can you play it back to us? That interview. Can you play it to us?
I can't find it.
But thank God you know what I'm saying. So let's forget about that. I think by God's grace, everything going to. I love Fubara. Fubara cannot apologize to anybody because he don't offend anybody.
Okay.
If they have any personal contract, let them go and settle themselves. Okay. So let me just hold because I know it's 1 minute so that I will not go too far because of what I started from this.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling. I was waiting for you to land. I've got 6 minutes on the clock. We want to take your thoughts and comments. Let me go to Facebook Live. I've got some messages. Otto Francis is watching us live from Amagunze, and he says, keep up the good work. Fistman, you already sent me a message on WhatsApp, and I've read it, and I don't know where you got the fact that there are no roads in River State. Are you sure you know River State? I'm very curious as to where you got all that information from. But let's go to X. John Bernard here says, Atiku is right. Commander-in-Chief is not a chieftaincy title, so let the president come back and fight insecurity. Okay. Someone here is saying that Ibas is a puppet, but then he used some very unsavory words. Please, sir, don't do that again, okay? Oganelgie here from Ibedu says, Maryann, 2027, Northern Group pledges 2 million votes for Tinubu. I'm not surprised because Nigeria is a coven state. So the loyalty of the witchcraft coven is to the coven and not to the citizens' welfare. And he says, so sad. He puts a crying emoji. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
No man calling me now. Oh, hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Laprochme is my name.
Go ahead.
Well, on River State, the show administrator of River State, I think he's making a mistake because he wants to recover this money. It was awarded, the contract by the executive governor. And there's like just someone, living where he is not so. What of the money, the River State, what they call it, allocation, passed to him? We give an account when they leave office, that's 6 months. We answer questions as a sole administration. How we just use the money. You can't get that money. That money is gone. It's dead or alive. Because,
how do you know the money is gone, sir? Are you in the NBA?
Gone. Let me tell you something. Excuse me. You see, NBA, you say he will make a proof. He bring, you want to make a case. He bring evidence, He have reasoned with Simfubla, the executive governor, before he come up with this. He's just running faster than his shadow. Again, for the northern youths, they're just let them just go straight and say they want to they lack some mineral. They want something from the presidency. because getting 2 million a day, how many 12 million votes for the president? I don't know how that one works. In our Anambra people say, what in the talk don't do, just like sand on the ground. Let me just say it like that. So I don't see how this one was. So thank you. That's my take.
Thank you very much, Rabiru, for calling. I do appreciate it. I want to read some more messages. Kaide from Ikotum here says, Maryann, quite appreciate your skills this afternoon with Boala. No, it was yesterday, sir. You deserve a medal. Okay, thank you. That your request and question about the fishing out of Uromi killers was a master stroke. Keep it up. Okay, thank you. Bright from Ikorodu says, honestly, I have always disliked the police for everything. Why will they be collecting 5K and still be recorded by Asians? If the police rendered a service, they should be paid by electronic transfer. The IG should investigate these officers and have them dismissed from the force and Asians arrested. They are being mischievous. I totally agree with you. Why are you recording these guys? What is it for? What for? What purposes? For recording purposes? What exactly is the idea behind this? And if you want to give a gift, why do you have to do it in public? But the fact that these guys who are wearing uniforms don't even know where to draw the line is the problem. Well, as an update, they have been invited and summoned by their boss. What will come out of it is what we're yet to know. But Bright, thank you for your message. This one says, the Ibas Man River State government house has no moral justification to demand for the NBA's money. Nothing stands on illegality. Merchant Man. Oh, Merchant Man. Okay, thank you. Kevin from Bariga here says, Maryann, the money the sole administrator is requesting was given because of the conference, and the conference was held as scheduled. Assuming the conference wasn't held, that should be the time he will tell the NBA to return this one. The purpose of the money was achieved. Kevin, well, the sole administrator is saying that he believes that the monies were given so that with some sort of caveat, which means that they had to host it in Rivers State. But since that they have refused to host it in Rivers and then they've taken it to Enugu, then the money has to be returned. That's where the argument is. But we're going on a quick break. When we come back, someone here is saying that I'm being a bit rude to my listeners. If you feel offended, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. But if you are a man and you're calling the female line, you shouldn't. Yes, you shouldn't. And we're not children. I'm not dealing with children on Kids FM. So if you're told to call a particular line and that line is not going through, send me a message. I'll read it. But I don't see what you just said. We're going on a break. When we come back, I think I have about 2 more minutes to take your calls, okay?
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. .3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.